What is your crazy ex story? Had a high school sweetheart. So once that ended, my ex best friend who was staying in town started getting really flirty. I told him I couldn't date him because it would be weird, but if he wanted to continue with a friendship, I would be down. I thought we were on the same boat with the friendship. A group would meet up at a diner or go camping, that was it. After a few months or so, he started really flirting, and I again turned him down. Not cool to hit on your best friend's ex-girlfriend, especially if they were going to try and rekindle things after the break. After I turned him down again, he snapped. I would get around 100 calls or more a day. My voicemail would be full within 20 minutes with messages of him begging for me to go out with him. The messages soon got revolting. He would go to town on himself repeating my name and leave that on my voicemail. He would go into detail about all the things he wanted to do. We tried talking to his parents. He was still living with them, but they were in denial. So we went to the police and I was told to log everything, and I was issued a temporary protection order, and I changed my number. A few days later, the calls start again. I guess he paid someone to get my new number. Never found out who did it, and Singular wouldn't let me change it again for a while, so I just left my phone off and used it for emergencies only. Jump ahead a few months, and I start to get flowers and cards on my car at this restaurant where I worked. Every night, there would be something there. I got so freaked out. Management had to walk me to my car every night. At this time, I didn't think he knew where I lived, so I had that. I am still logging everything, but he has yet to do anything that would allow me to get that restraining order. I eventually get into a car accident, and my car was destroyed by a lady who ran a red light and T-boned me. I got a new car a week later. I wake up for the morning shift to find that my tires had been slashed the night I got my car. So now, he knows where I live, and he is destroying my property. Still, there was no proof he did it, so the police took note, but nothing came of it. Everything gets kind of mushed together in my memory after that because things got worse. He found out a friend's band was playing in a club, and he showed up, shoved me to the ground, and jumped on me. I was the one who got kicked out because for some reason the doorman thought I was being one of those over-dramatic dumb girls. I came out of my house one day and he was sitting in the backseat of my car. It took the cops 40 minutes to get there. He started leaving scarier messages. I got the firearm, you first then me. I'm going to go to your work and take out all your co-workers. The cops finally took me seriously after he came over and pounded on my windows during early morning. I was issued another temporary protection order and a court date to face him and get a restraining order. The court date came and he never showed up. Turns out he was couch surfing and living out of his truck, and I guess it wasn't a big enough deal for the cops to put a lot of effort into finding him. So it all continues, and it finally accumulates into the worst day of my life. I was out with a friend, and I had an uneasy feeling all night. I asked if I could stay at her house for the night. She lets me stay there, and we get intoxicated on wine. I wake up at 6 a.m. to go home and get ready for my morning shift at work. I get home, and something seems not right. The TV in my room was on, and the front door was unlocked. I figured it was my roommates and went to my room to turn off the TV. Well, I walked in and my bed was unmade. My underwear drawer opened and underwear everywhere. I move closer to my bed and there is fluid everywhere, white and crusty, on my pillowcases, on my underwear, on my sheets and bedspread. I am shaking and I hear the front door slam shut. I don't know why, but my first instinct was to lock myself in the bathroom. I peek out the window and there he is, standing on our front lawn, hysterically laughing at the house, just laughing at the top of his lungs. I called 911. I am crying, shaking and barely able to talk. It took the cops a little while to get there, and by this time he is long gone. I will never forget the look on the cops' face when they had to pack up all the stuff he ruined. I was given some paperwork saying they were finally going to get him on stalking, destruction of property. Bro lost it. I've never seen someone so lost in the sauce. In all seriousness, that guy is crazy, and I'm glad they're locking him up.